Hola muchachos, Lifeaholic Mom here. Yes, it has been some time. I understand. Just doing a little recalibrating, but I am back. But today we're going to talk about something a little different, not necessarily relocating to the beautiful paradise of Costa Rica. Today we're going to talk about some health issues and address some very serious problems that we have with our diet, our bodies, etc., etc. So, without further ado, I am going to start a 7-day celery juice challenge. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's a challenge. I don't know if some of you know, I've been suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for quite some time now. And unfortunately, having constant inflammation in your body causes other things to break down and causes other problems in your body. So I have been doing some research to try to figure out how can I holistically heal myself from rheumatoid arthritis, which I did. And I'm going to make a separate video specifically to let people know who are suffering from autoimmune diseases, how I cured myself from RA. I was diagnosed with RA a couple years ago in 2018. And by 2012, with the help of a couple of friends living in Costa Rica, eating clean, eating healthy, and this exact same routine that I'm going to share with you in another video, I was able to completely alleviate and remedy my rheumatoid arthritis. However, as time went on, my diet got a little jiggy here and there. Seen some hot wings. I'm like, oh, I'll have a 6-piece please ranch. Anyway, so I've done a little bit of damage to my liver, and what did I find? My RA is coming back. I'm not necessarily saying it's coming back in the way that it was. It was horrible. In 2018, I couldn't walk. I was wearing crutches. I had 2 moon boots on my feet. I was riding a bike with moon boots. It's a whole long story. I'm not going to get into that portion of it. But long story short, the RA symptoms that I'm feeling now is simply just very tightness and stiffness in my joints. They're not on fire the way they used to be, but I'm very stiff all over my hips, my lower back, all of my joints. And as you guys know, well, you might not know, but I'm here to tell you that the hips are the largest joint in the body. So when my hips talk to me and say, hey, so when my hips say to me, your diet sucks, what you're eating is not right, those heavy metals have built up once again, your liver is struggling to try to process all this shit you've been eating, we need some help. So I said, hey, I'm going to stop. I'm going to continue to eat better, eat the foods that I used to eat, but I'm also going to try this celery challenge to see if that can help clean out my liver, which is the root cause of all of these problems, clean out my bloodstream, and clean out my system. So I'm going to start the 7-day challenge. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys are coming with me. I'm going to do the process with you here today. And then each day I'm going to report to you how I feel the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Again, rheumatoid arthritis ain't got nothing on celery. On celery. On celery. On celery. All right, so I went ahead and bought this Magic Bullet mini juicer. I am not affiliate. I am not partnering with Magic Bullet. It was just the most affordable juicer that I could find. And I didn't want to invest too much in a juicer and not knowing if I'm going to continue with this challenge. By the way, if I do continue with this challenge, I am going to have my husband and my twin girls who are athletes who could also benefit from the benefits of celery juice as well. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to be the guinea pig see how I feel, see if I can get some of this inflammation in my own body down, and then I'm going to introduce it to the family, and we're going to incorporate that as a way of life. Yeah, a way of life. Okay? Oh, by the way, this is the name of the book that I'm reading. It's called Medical Medium, Celery Juice, and it's by Anthony William. He has some other books as well, but this is the one that I've started with, and then I also read The Liver Detox. So I'm going to start with the basics, and then you guys are going to come along with me. Again, you guys don't need to like unbox with me and all that, so I'm going to edit this part out. I just wanted to show you, I got this from the Walmart. It was only, put that there. It was only 50 bucks. And I just want you guys to see what you can get for 50 bucks. It's not bad. I've had some other juicers before. This literally comes with everything you need to get started for a, introductory juicer, which is what I am. I'm a tea girl, so for juicing, this is kind of new for me. And I do have another juicer, which is like this big, but I didn't want to figure out all the components on it because it was too fancy. So I just decided to buy a mini juicer. All right, so this is what you get. Again, it's the Magic Bullet mini juicer. This is the collection cup for the juice. Excuse me, that's the collection cup for the pulp. And then obviously there's a juice spout here. That's that for now. All right, guys, so this calls for only one thing, and one thing. Celery. One ingredient, nothing more. Don't add any apples, don't add any limes, don't add any carrots. Only a whole celery stalk, and that's it. All right? So I'm going to prep and get all of my celery washed and ready. I'm cutting off the leaves. In Anthony Williams' book, it doesn't say, well, I haven't found yet, where it says to not, to leave the leaves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them off. Okay? Let's give it a little washy wash. And while I am washing, I'm literally using this celery to attack the attackers that are attacking in my body. So if you decide you want to actually get the book and read it, it's pretty amazing, but I am going to give you some highlights on like a summary of what celery juice does for you. But I'm also going to show you what it did for me specifically. Again, I have an autoimmune disease which constantly lives in my body, and if I don't eat right and I'm under a lot of stress, then this RA will flare up and it will come back. I've been in remission now for 5 years, I want to say 5 years, with some other things. Now celery juice, which I'm going to explain in a completely separate video on how you can cure your RA on your own without any Western medicine, without any assistance from pharmaceutical company. Things that you can have in your own home, grow yourself, plants, herbs, fish oils, etc., which is how I cure mine. But again, it's slowly starting to creep back, so let's get into it. So again, this is a new juicer for me. I have never used it before. It looks pretty simple. So I am going to first, I guess I should probably find something to put this juice in, right? Let me see. How about this? Put that around there. Boop, boop, boop. And let's give her a whirl. Yay! All right, so I am going to be doing one at a time because that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get up to 16 ounces. If you have a autoimmune disease or you're suffering from a long-term illness, Anthony Williams is recommending 32 ounces a day. I'm going to start with 16, and see what happens. If I'm still feeling stiff or I feel like this celery juice isn't working for me, I'm going to step it up a little bit. But for now, day one, we're going to do 16 ounces. From the looks of things, I'm not going to be able to get 16 ounces today, but if you join me tomorrow, it looks like I'm going to have to combine 2 celery packages, if you will, to get 16 ounces. But I will show you what I did get today. And what I got today was this beautiful green goodness. To me, this looks like about 12 ounces, but again, for maximum effectiveness, they're saying, 16 ounces a day. And for severe disorders, severe autoimmune diseases and other situations, ADHD, hypertension, this everything. There's so many medicinal purposes for the celery juice, but they're recommending 16 to 32 ounces. I'm gonna start with this, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. So wish me luck. I'm also gonna put in the notes what I felt like. What does this feel like? How did I feel on day 1? How did I feel on day 2? So that you guys can follow the journey, and if it benefits you and it sounds about right, you can go ahead and start the process yourself. All right, ciao for now, guys. Bye. Oh, I'm sure many of you are wondering. I forgot to tell you how it tastes.
This is so nice.
So let's give it a go.
Mommy daughter days like this.
Hey, you two, stop right there, hey.
Not bad, not good. It just tastes like a plant. But I'm used to drinking teas and plants without any additives, so for me, it's okay. For you, just think of the health benefits every time you take a sip.
Happy doing this job.
Oh yeah, my life in this field is so blessed. The USO show.
No more inflammation.
Have you ever seen Carrot Top? He's got this thing where it's a golf club on one end, and
No more indigestion in my tum-tum.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
So then why did you quit?
Well, I wanted to start a family.
No more foggy brain.
SEAL team,
Yeah.
going on fun missions
Think of those
together.
things.
But guarantee your school's
Ciao.
Travis says his unboxing.
All right, guys, I'm gonna start here real fast. My head is killing me. I just drank that celery juice. I went ahead and did 16 ounces, and my head is not doing very well. I literally had to sit down. I believe I was reading in the book that sometimes when you have so many things wrong with your body, the celery juice just starts attacking everything, and that could lead to discomfort of some sort. So I'm hoping that this severe headache that I have right now is due to the fact that I had so many toxins and heavy metals in my body that, the celery juice went on full on attack. And that's the reason for the headache. It could also be because I drink coffee every morning and I haven't had my coffee yet, because the instructions were to drink the celery juice on an empty stomach the first thing in the morning. So don't eat or drink anything else except for the celery juice, and I haven't drank coffee yet. So I'm really hoping that the reason why I have this headache is because of the lack of coffee, or the fact that I had so many toxins in my body that the celery juice just went ham in my system. So I'm still going to do it tomorrow, but I'm just letting you know. I have a headache. It's kind of important information.